Challenge Rift number 2 completed. Challenge Wyvern 4 completed, and that's going to be one of the hunts completed. I'm recording this part because I need to get the quick battling done. It needs to be 10-0, otherwise I'm going to fail the Challenge Wyvern, and I'm going to crash out. Oh. Completed! Let's fucking go! Now, what kind of episode would this be without Galaxy Pulls? We do have 5 in the chamber, so we're going to go ahead and rip all 5. And, maybe we get a new kid Adin. Never mind, it's probably a Katie's. G fucking G. Okay. ML5. Wait, new kid Adin? New kid Adin. New kid Adin. God damn it. Show me a thief? Thief. New kid Adin? New kid Adin, new kid Adin, new kid Adin. Let's fucking go! New kid Adin unlocked. GG! And the next one? Okay, imprint. Okay. That's all good. New kid Adin, a huge unlock for the account, and we get a massive 4 or 5-star. Show me a 5-star. Boom. Fuck. Oh, man. Baited. Oh, well. Not bad. An absolutely massive day for the account. Today is the day we get our 5-star Dark Elemental Hero Summon ticket. And so, without wasting any time, we're going to go ahead and do our final 5 pulls of the Epic Dash event. Don't know why it lagged there, but let's see it. 3, 2, 1. Nothing. Well, can't be new kid Adin, so it can't be that good. And now we finally get the 5-star Dark Elemental Hero that we're looking for. We're gonna go back into Epic Dash. What did we get? Boom. Dragon Bride Senya. New Moon Luna. Oh, New Moon Luna. No way. Man, I need speed for this character, man. Oh, man. Now, another question for you guys when you watch this episode is, who should I use my 5-star hero selector on? The unacquired units, kind of what I'm considering is like Litica for some kind of like Litica Frida when I get Frida, if they do a limited banner. I'm thinking Crowd to tank Renak potentially, but I already have Momo and a Miki for that. I'm kind of thinking about maybe grabbing, like, I don't know, Arya, if that's not Troll, but she does require some pretty good lifesteal gear, so I don't know if I really feel confident doing that. And obviously Tywin's good into Harsetti, but I have ARAM now. Celine requires a Secret Art Storm Sword maxed. Like, I don't know. Do I just, like what do I do? Like, I honestly don't know. I'm really curious to see what you guys think in terms of who I should pick out of this list from the selectors, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and maybe I will go with that. And honestly, before we continue with the video, I do want to quickly just shout out Smilegate, I guess, because honestly, like, look at how many of the equipment packs I've already bought out from Conquest Points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like, I've already bought a few pieces from the immunity and stuff that you guys know, but just the amount of like Conquest Point generation that you get at the early game to buy these shops out when they're heavily discounted is just so value. Now, in terms of how they've rolled, in terms of the individual gear, we won't talk about that. We might need to keep that shit hidden. But I do want to say that it's very nice that you're able to buy a lot of these arena gears early on to progress your account, as when I first started, it was very hard to get these points. So, huge W. Now, if you're a veteran player, you can kind of skip through this part, or you can watch it. For all the people who are new to Epic 7 from the Epic Dash event, I just want to highlight that you don't want to delete your, low dupes, right? So all of us get a bunch of these, 3-star copies. You don't want to delete these early on, and let me tell you exactly why. Under the reputation, there is a, quest where reliable support is unlock devotion skill grade SSS with hero, right? This gives you a ton of free bookmarks over time, right? Why am I bringing this up is because too often early game players actually don't even care about the imprints. They just kind of, let them stack or they delete them. You don't want to do that. I'm constantly saving all of my 3-stars and trying to get them to triple S as soon as possible so that I can get the reputation reward. But more importantly, I usually throw them into my waiting room And the reason why we throw them in the waiting room is because you can see a lot of these characters are not super good, right? Like Januda, Melanie, Talaz, Jenna, Pearl Horizon. When they get buffed or change, or they have like a specialty change that comes out, you want to make sure that you have these characters available so that you're going to be able to just like pull them out of the storage and then just make them right away and not have to collect them over time, because you never know with RNG, right? So just a quick tip for my newer beginner viewers. Yeah, that's all. Challenge Golem 4 completed. Challenge Banshee 3 completed. On to the last stage. Challenge Banshee 4 completed. And that's all of the hunt challenges out of the way, and we're going to be going back to Rift. Okay, I wasn't recording, but uh yeah. So I know you guys saw this in the previous episode. I just got a 22. Um, yeah, I deserve the flame. You can flame me in the comments. I will allow it. It's chill. Like, it's chill. Before we continue, I kind of want to quickly talk about something I've been asked on stream, if this legendary inheritance is worth buying. It's still on sale for a while, but I really don't think it's worth it, just because, yeah, you get 2 reset gems, and unless you're like a super endgame player like myself on my main, where you have like a huge stockpile of sky stones, then yeah, it's kind of worth it. The reset gems is really big. You can reset stuff like your World Cup rings, or your Witch of the Mirror Tenebria pack gear, or Luna gear, or Arceti gear, or whatever. But if you're kind of like a newer player, the rewards honestly are very, very underwhelming, right? The most notable is just like a blue box, some charms, reforged materials, which you get plenty of in the early game, and another blue box, right? And I just, I really don't think it's worth it. So if you were wondering, or you were considering, you best probably shouldn't. That's all. Well, I've stockpiled a bunch of my crafts, but another kind of segment for my early game players. If you guys are looking to like get boots on the account, which I'm having a really big shortage of, you honestly do want to be extracting most of the gear that you're going to be getting from boots and relying just on blue boxes alone to get your speed boots, because the boots has such a big like RNG factor that you can't control the main stat. And realistically, the only usable stats in boots is like HP percent, defense percent, or speed. Most of the time, you're really just looking at speed, right? Which is why, as you can see me like doing in the background, a lot of the gear that I pass by, I just kind of extract it, as I can use it to craft in the Alchemist Steeple. And in the early game, if you can get a boot like this where you just have 1 line of effectiveness, you should still roll it, because if you get 3 rolls of effectiveness, think about it, right? 5, 13, 21, 29, right? That's still like over like 35% effectiveness when you reforge it. So it's definitely still worth rolling, but as a late game player, if this is an 8% effectiveness, then when you would check it, but early game, like 5%, I think for me is still, okay. Just going to +3 is very cheap. So I personally don't mind. But just make sure you guys are, relying on the blue boxes, because honestly, they are very hard to come by. And that's all. Well, I'm just gonna roll a few boots that I just crafted. Hopefully, they actually roll well. We can forgive like 1 effectiveness, or 1 crit damage. I mean, yeah, that's pretty low rolled. I'm gonna give up on it. This boot's a banger. Hopefully, it doesn't go into flat HP. Fuck me, only once, please. Okay, max attack roll. Don't go into flat HP. Thank you. Very low roll though, but I can use this. Fuck. All right. Yeah, honestly, a low roll do pretty hard, but I can mod this to flat attack, and this is going to be a really solid boot early on for me as a DPS. Obviously, depending on the state of your account, this might not be very useful, but I'll forgive 1 roll since I do have a lot of mod gem boxes available. So I am going to go ahead and reforge that. But this is why you want to rely on the blue boxes on getting your speed boots, because honestly, speed boots are so hard to get. They are so, so, so hard to get. In this piece, I'm really just shooting for like effectiveness or all attack. See if I can get like quad roll and effectiveness. I cannot, so I gotta bail. And then this one, I'm really gunning for attack. Yeah, that's not worth it. And this one, I don't even know what I'm gunning for. Maybe like all ER. All right, never mind. That was worthless. But again, we're just going to extract it, and then we're going to go ahead and craft a few more, and I'll see you when that's done. 5 more boots to check. Let's see if we get anything good. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. 6, 6. Nah, that's a bait. That's a bait. That's a bait. Get out. Okay. A lot of stats here. Please dodge this. Okay, please dodge flat HP. Ah, finish into HP percent, please. Fuck. I mean, inherently this boot is still usable on a new account, but it's definitely not worth reforging, so I'll lock it for now. I can use it just for like PvE content, but definitely not a boot that I'm going to be investing reforge materials in. Oh my god. Okay, this could be just like a really high ER boot. I'm down. I'll go one more. If I get quad rolls of ER, it's worth it. All right, never mind. It's dead. All right. So boots like this, I think a lot of times people will overlook, but think about it. If you just get like 3 rolls of crit, right? It goes to 9, 14, 19, and then 24. You're looking at like a potential 30% crit chance boot, and then you can mod one of these lines to attack percent. Then you have a really solid crit chance boot for units like, I don't know, like Litica, or Ran, or just units that need crit, and just need speed, right? So always check these if you ever come across them, and it bricked. GG. And same thing here, right? All crit, all effectiveness, both very good. I'll forgive one flat attack roll. I want to see crit or effectiveness. That's very low rolled. That's very, very low rolled. I am gonna finish it just because this is good PvE stats. Okay, okay, never mind. It freaking hit ER. My bad. So I've been seeing some people in my comments asking me like what I usually farm. Um, Pretty much what I farm. So you can see that I have 820,000 stigma, and the reason why I have this is not just because like I don't summon penguins. I do, right? You can see that I do summon a lot of penguins under the growth ingredients, but I'm basically farming a stage in the DN side story, and I know some newer players won't know where that is. So that's going to be under the Book of Memories. And you're going to want to go to Eulogy for a Saint, which you're going to see with the DN picture whenever it loads here. Eulogy for a Saint, and you're going to want to clear through a lot of this story. And you're going to want to go to stage 3-7. Okay, 3-7 is going to be where your bread and butter is, where you're going to be generating all of the gold. I basically have this running at all times, pretty much, right? For me to accumulate 820,000 stigma, I'm running this nonstop, right? If I'm doing adventure or episodes, if I'm doing hunts, if I'm doing rifts, if I'm doing expeditions, I always have this running in the background. Not right now, just because I'm doing a few things on the side, but I do have my Rift running, but normally I would have this running in the background, and I would run also Rift or whatever else manually in the foreground. And before I move on, if you are also a new player, make sure, and you're playing a lot, you're addicted, you're grinding, make sure you buy this. I can't stress this enough. This EXP booster that you have, and if you're in a guild that can buy the guild EXP boost, this gives you so much freaking more gold. Because if you're running this and you're permanently farming, Eulogy for a Saint like I just showed you, if all of your characters are max leveled, all of the EXP that you get is converted into stigma. So this helps you just boost a crap ton. I got so much more stigma because I run this basically all the time, and it's a very low investment considering you get so much sky stones very early on. Path of Air 55 completed, and we get says and ooh, okay, Alexa Basket's pretty good. I like that. Now, one more thing I kind of want to do on the account is I'm actually going to be leaving the guilds that I'm currently in. We're like ranked. This is like a random guild I joined, which is like rank like 6,000, and honestly, it's very underwhelming. Like it's clearly like a noob guild, but part of this, you know, series is to kind of showcase how I would kind of go about in doing Guild War. And I know some people in the comments in previous videos actually mentioned like, oh, like how come you're not showing like lower end Guild Wars? Guys, trust me, you're not gonna want to watch me fucking hit Tierra on defense. All right, I'm gonna just let you guys know that right now. Like, you're not gonna want to watch me fucking hit Blue Luluka on defense. Like, keep that shit hidden if you know what I mean. So that's why I haven't been including any of those. Right? We're like rank 8,000, 7,000. It's pointless. But that's besides the point. I am going to be leaving the guild today, and I'm going to be looking to kind of document the application to like a new guild, and I'm gonna try to maybe like re-gear my account a little bit just so that I can show that my account's not completely shit. And I'm not looking to go into like top like 100 or anything right away, but I am gonna be looking to maybe get into like maybe like a rank like top 1000, top 500, that kind of thing, just so that I can, get better, aid opportunities for more currency. I can get buffs active all the time. Like, being in a guild where they don't buy buffs, it feels like fucking shit. It You're just missing out on so much, especially with how much I'm farming as a new account. So yeah, I'm gonna document kind of the process I'm gonna be going through when I'm looking for a guild over the next day or so in the Epic 7 official Discord. And yeah, I'll cut to that, eventually and show you guys because I assume it's probably going to be a little bit of a struggle. So wish me luck. All right, so I pretty much just go to the official Epic 7 official Discord in case you're wondering where I'm going to apply for a guild under guild recruitment. And I kind of browsed through a bunch of these posts and I was just trying to see like, which guild I can join in the global server. And I came across like Laternal and I was just checking them out. Like they're level 6 and they're like a pretty new guild and stuff. And I'm like, they probably don't know me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm reading through, see if they're a normal person, and then yeah. Maybe I think the next time we apply for a guild, I think we might need to go undercover. Um, I think I'll make a new Discord account next time around because I didn't really expect to get noticed, when I'm going for like a new account, but that's news for next time. But yeah, if you're looking for a guild as a new player, all of the guilds are going to be in here. Um, yeah, and just apply here. Path of 58 completed. Path of Air 59 completed, and we get nothing. All right, so like 3 hours of Rift later, well, maybe not literally 3 hours, well, like 2.5 hours, we have some gear, and might as well roll it in front of you guys in case I get a banger, because some reason I always roll bangers, and when I'm not recording, um, that's probably dead. You might be wondering like why I'm rolling DPS proc gear. Well, to me, I think DPS proc gear actually has some value. Like I play like a DPS protection set politics that's 230 speed, and it's kind of useful for like having a book and also just being weird, and especially because this is like a guild war only account, you never really know like when you're gonna make like a weird wacky build for a trap defense. Um, like a 30k HP Spirit Isoline, for example, right? Like, there's just a lot of wacky builds that you can never really expect to build. But holy shit, this is high rolling. What the? Oh my god. 2 off max? Holy shit, 102? Damn. I mean, having ER here kind of sucks, but you could probably mod this to HP and this is still going to be 100 equipment score, so this is a fucking crazy piece. Yeah, anyways, as I was saying, you never really know when you're on like guild war defense. Like sometimes you just need to make like a weird build, especially in like the high ranking like guilds. You never really know, right? Like any build could be a possibility, right? Like what if it's like, I don't know, like injury Ruel. Like I made a Guild War defense before, a Guild War defense video like a few months ago, where we'd had like a injury Ruel of Light to try to counter the D Corvus comps, right? And like that actually got defense wins. So it's just like weird stuff like that. It's like as long as the gear like looks potentially usable and like it has good substats and they're not low rolled, it's honestly worth a shot. Like you don't really have much to lose. I don't really know why I rolled this any further because I was only really looking for attack, but I digress. Got a 34 here. Surely we hit something. Never mind. And yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoy me including the gear rolling, because I don't know, like for me, I feel like the gear rolling is the mundane and boring stuff that maybe you guys don't want to watch, but I've, I don't know. I love doing this stuff, and I do this like all the time off stream too for people. Oh my God, that is fucking amazing! Holy crap! Nah, that's a banger. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. I I feel like whenever I record myself doing gear rolling, I feel like that's just gonna happen a lot. So honestly, this could still have potential, so I'll probably just keep it for now. Right, defense main with 2 flat defense rolls. I mean, it's not impossible to use. And we have 4-4-3. There's a 4 roll, and I think if you're like a newer player that's watching this because you just started from the Epic Dash event, um, start familiarize yourself with what's a minimum roll and what is a medium roll and a high roll. Obviously, like 8 is the highest, 4 is the lowest, middle is like 6, 4 is the highest, 2 is the so on and so forth. This piece is a little bit weird. I think like something like ML Aria could use it, but the base is starting so low that it's just not worth rolling, right? Like 4-4-3, it's just you're missing too much stats, and honestly, like I'm missing like I don't have like infinite amounts of charms, so gotta be a little bit picky whenever we're doing this kind of thing. But yeah, as I was saying, man, I lost my train of thought. But as I was saying, if you guys do enjoy me, including these I'm gonna lock this for now because this is gonna be good PvE gear. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy watching me roll gear on the account and you want me to continue including it, please let me know in the comments. I honestly don't know, right? Like I'm just going on a whim and I'm trying to see like what you guys enjoy the most. If you guys don't like watching the gear rolling, I won't include it. If you like it, then I'll include it. This is a little bit of a weird piece, but it's 21% crit chance, and you can mod this to crit damage, so it is quite usable on Destro. So you can go for like a HP neck or like a HP neck on like on the right side, like HP neck, HP ring, and it'll be really good. So we'll lock that. See if this is pretty much just a speed check since the flat HP is really trash. We got 1 roll of speed, so we're gonna check it to +9. We're gonna check it to +12, even though it's kind of expensive, and we check it. And now we're gonna check the 564. Okay, that's dead. Check another necklace, 772. Defense main, low rolled. It's a speed check, but it's a 2 starter, so 2 starters are pretty trash, even if you quad roll it. So I try to avoid those if I can. 2 speed. And let's see, 4-7-4. I know it's flat. I know it's flat attack, but there are instances where flat attack on Torn is actually pretty good on some characters. For example, like Watcher Shuri. He can use flat attack since his base attack as a ranger is very low. So it really just depends on the substats, right? And if it all rolls into, speed, then obviously any DPS that needs that can use it. 2 rolls. I'll lock that for now so I don't forget about it. Check this ring real quick. 436. That is absolutely fucking trash. Okay, 827. 2 roll trash. 7% HP. Let's see if it high rolls. It does not. We're gonna check the bodies. We're probably gonna have to set aside for now. I'll try to finish off some of these helmets that I made earlier. This one is pretty much just like an effectiveness check for Requiem Roana. We've got 2 rolls of attack, which is really good. 3 rolls of attack, that's really good. Okay, can I get a 4 roll of attack? Question mark. Oh man. Unsuccessful, but 34% attack is still 34%, and it's 97 gear score. And my usual kind of bottom line for left side gear is 96. But on a newer account, I think I have to be like a little bit more forgiving, even though I don't want to be. But I think in the early game, as long as the gear can help you clear content, whether it be killing Zeo or clearing Abyss or Trial of Constellations or whatever the case it might be, as long as it helped you progress at some point on the account, it was worth it. And holy crap, we got 3 rolls of effectiveness, 4 rolls of effectiveness. Bring me home. Oh man. All right, well, that's a 35, I guess. I mean, I was really hoping for it to high roll, but kind of low roll towards the end there, so that kind of sucks. But this, would pretty much be a Requiem Roana piece, or this could just be like a PvE piece. Either or is totally fine. This one, I'm really just looking for all ER or all HP. I can forgive 1 flat attack since I can mod that to defense, but that's a low roll in effectiveness, so we just kind of toss that to the side. We don't need any of that. So, yeah, that's basically all the gear. And oh. Just kidding. 1 necklace. Speed roll? Question mark. Okay, that's a 4-speeder. Speed. All right, well, yeah, GG. Not too many crazy upgrades, but I'll take it. Path of Air 60 completed. And now we have a huge summoning session. Let's go. Path of Air 61 completed. On to Path of Air 62. Path of Air 62 completed. And on further on that, Challenge Hall of Trials 2 completed. And we got useless. And on to Hall of Trials 3. 20 Covenants to start it off. And nothing. And another 10. And nothing. But Galaxy Pokemarks, surely we hit something. I would really like. Wait, why can't I skip this? Is this a fake out? Oh, it's Acid. Okay. I was hoping for like a new Kid Adin imprint. That would be pretty sick, honestly. Because I don't have any Meteor Shards because I wasn't playing. Obviously, you guys know this account wasn't active until like 21 days ago. So there's that. Soul Weaver. Okay, another imprint. Very good. Nothing. New Kid Adin imprint. Okay, never mind. It's a mage. Nothing. All right. Another mage. Don't show me another Sid, man. Ah! No way. Don't show me another Sid, bro. Okay. At least it's Champion Serato. Like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna use him, but maybe I'll find a day. Who knows? Or he'll be used in PvE eventually. Let's see if we get anything good. Come on, you're telling me 65 Moonlight bookmarks, and we're gonna get nothing? New Kid Adin? Oh, fucking God. God damn it. Massive unlock on the account. We have Save Your Adin completed. And I gotta say, honestly, Smilegate have like redone the Save Your Adin missions to the point where it can all be completed with quick battle, which honestly feels very, very good. So I'm very glad that they actually changed it. Because man, when Adin came out, those quests were fucking AIDS. And those of you who are OGs know the pain. All right, the newer players, y'all got it good. But that is Savior Aiden unlocked, and that's a huge progress update.